I'm Lulu and welcome to Lulu's Way. I'm really glad you're here. So today is Wednesday. So far, so good. It's lunchtime and I'm going to take my supplements first. So there I was last night, needing a place to sleep. I was in Wethersfield, Connecticut. I just pulled into a hotel parking lot. I'm telling you, it really works. I would think pulling in like a big camper would work if you had like a Class B or a Class C. I mean, why not? A lot of people that travel in those vehicles get a hotel room once in a while. So if there's a Class B out in the parking lot, it doesn't mean that somebody's in there. It could mean that they just got a room for the night. I don't know. I just know that like I feel very stealth. The only things that make me look like a camper is my cargo box, potentially. Although not everybody that has a cargo carrier on their vehicle is a camper. Some people just need extra space to carry stuff. And I got the solar panels and the Max Air fan, but I have those side panels put on so that you don't really see that stuff. So I don't know, I feel like I'm very, very stealth. So I just pulled in a Comfort Inn. So far I've gone to Holiday Inns, Hampton Inns, and Comfort Inns. Those work. I also saw a Marriott on the map and I thought about going to Marriott and I just said, I'll just go to Comfort Inn. It was right there. Another lunch, just like yesterday. The broccoli, yellow zucchini, white sweet potato, turkey breast. I'm so hungry because I had a workout this morning. So I was in Comfort Inn parking lot, slept like a log. I wasn't sure I was going to sleep that well since I had that 2-hour nap, but no, it was like I never had it. Slept till 7. So today is workout day. So I put in the GPS Planet Fitness near me, and it said 2 minutes. It was across the street. I could have even slept there because I sleep in Planet Fitness parking lots too. As long as they're open 24 hours, then I'll park there. But there's a lot of Planet Fitnesses that are they're open 24/7, and there's many that are open 24/5. So on the weekends they close overnight. So on the weekends, Planet Fitness isn't an option. But you know, almost every town and city has hotels, like Holiday Inns and Comfort Inns, and I mean just about every one. So I'm going to keep doing that as long as it's working. So I went across the street to Planet Fitness, got in my workout clothes, brought in my little case that has all my thigh bands in it because I use a lot of bands. But I just went in there, I got a mat, I found a spot right next to a weight bench, and I got their 8-pound weights and I got their 25-pound kettlebell, and put my headphones on, listened to some cool music, and worked really hard. I'm working really hard. God. I'm waiting to enjoy it, but I don't enjoy it yet. So I was working with Sasha twice a week for the longest time. That was my jump start. Then we went down to once a week. And then when I really felt like I learned everything, I know what I need to do, I said, let's meet once a month. So we've been meeting once a month just to tweak my workout. So we'll go through, she'll just see where she feels like I can increase some things, and maybe just change a couple of things. So that's what we've been doing. But when September came and I knew it was time to meet with her again, I thought, you know something? I'm not ready to increase anything. It's still really hard for me. It's hard. I don't want to work that hard. I don't want to work harder than I do. So I told her that we'll meet again when I'm ready to increase. Or if I just get bored with this routine and I want some new stuff. That's probably going to happen first. Because I can't imagine this workout I'm doing now getting to be effortless. It's hard. It takes me a good 45 minutes. And it's hard. So I'm working hard enough. I don't need to work any harder. I miss her though. She's a nice gal. After I finished in Planet Fitness, I hit the road and drove around an hour or so. I'm in Danbury, Connecticut. And I have 2 more hours to my destination. So I'm meeting Christine tomorrow at, I'm not really sure. She told me I'm really not a morning person, so I'm thinking we'll probably meet around noon. So I have 2 hours of driving. I'll probably do 1 hour the rest of the day and 1 hour tomorrow morning. That's what I'm thinking. But tomorrow morning I do want to get a walk in because tomorrow is walk day. So I'll fit that in somehow before I meet up with her. So I want to tell you a story about my van. So whenever I go on a road trip, and I highly recommend this, whenever I go on a road trip, I'm going on a long road trip, I bring my van into my mechanic and I say, look it all over, look at everything, because I don't want anything happening when I'm on the road. Like if my brakes are close to being gone, but I could probably get another couple of months, I want them changed because I don't want to do that on the road. I want it done by him here. If my tires are looking like they're on their way out, I want to replace them. So he changed the oil and he said, my tires are fine, my brakes are fine. He said, but I'm hearing a sound. When I took it out for a drive, he says, I'm hearing a sound that I'm not liking. He said, to me it sounds like some trouble with the transmission. I was like, no. Oh, so I mean, I was really, really trying to find the gratitude that that he found it and this wasn't going to happen on the road. You know, having a transmission go, right? So he doesn't do transmissions. So he referred me to Steve at the transmission place locally. So I called Steve. He said, bring it in. Leave it with me. I'll take it for a drive in the morning. So I dropped it off. I saw him. I said, oh, Steve, I can't have anything wrong with my transmission because I got a road trip I'm going on and I got all these plans with like 5 stops along the way, and then the 6th person is the person I'm meeting in Arizona. I got like 6 groups of people waiting for me. You know, I thought I have numerous people that I'm meeting along the way. Plus I'm going to a meetup in Missouri that is not my meetup. It's a meetup of another YouTuber. I've already said on my channel that I'll be there, and if anybody would like to come to meet me there, I would love it. And I said, so email me and I'll refer you to this YouTuber so you can register with her. So I'm going to say about 30 people contacted me. Now, whether they all signed up for that meetup or not, I don't know. And I'm thinking, they're all going to be at that meetup and I'm not going to be there. Because what Steve told me was, he said, I just have to tell you now, if your transmission is out, I can't even talk to you for 2 weeks. And then I'm going to need a couple of weeks to get the parts and get it done. So I'm like, a month. For a month, I'm not going to be able to leave for a month. I'm like, so I got all those people going to the meetup to meet me, and I'm not going to be there. I got all these people I'm going to be meeting up with. It's disappointing to have to cancel with them. Then I'm supposed to be at Luann's at the end of September, and I'm thinking I won't even be leaving my house until the end of September. So how's that going to work? So I ended up on the phone with Luann that night, the night before he was checking it out. I said to her, there's a chance that I'm not going to leave my house until October 1st, instead of you and I leaving your house on October 1st to go to Utah. I said, if that's the case, then I'll leave my house on October 1st. I'll come to you. I'll be there in a couple of weeks, and maybe we won't make it to Utah. Maybe we'll do some stuff in Arizona, and then we'll be in Quartzsite for the meetup. So she said, hey, however it goes, it goes. So I was lying in bed that night, and I thought to myself, nothing happens in this world by mistake. Nothing. So if everything happens just as it should, and God is always good, then I feel like this is good. I feel like, geez, maybe my life was saved. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't supposed to leave at this time for whatever reason, And I made the decision to come to total peace with it. Whatever it is, it is. It is what it is. And I let it go, and I thought, we'll see. We'll see how the story unfolds. I always say, I watch my life like a movie. I don't know the plot. I don't know the ending, and it's just, I make my plans in pencil. God has the ink. So I said, God's got the ink on this one. So I remember I said to my son, when he picked me up from the transmission place, when I dropped it off, and on the way back home, I said to him, now I have this idea. I know it sounds like the transmission, but I have this idea that he's going to call me tomorrow morning and tell me that there was just a screw loose and we just tightened it. You're all set. My son was like, well, that's positive thinking. I was like, yeah. So I go to bed that night fully accepting. So the next morning about 7:30, my phone rang. It was Steve. And he said, Lulu, your transmission sounds fine. It's going into every gear. I don't see any problem with the transmission. He says, but I do hear the sound, and it is very similar to the sound of a transmission struggling. He says, bring it back to Jim. Have him check the engine mounts. I said, okay. I was like, yes. So I brought it back to Jim. He checked all the engine mounts, found one that was cracked, replaced it that day, and I got my van back. And it's running a little bit smoother because of that mount that was changed. He says, you'll notice a difference, like when you're idling, I can feel the difference. So that was it. And, with the transmission, it was probably going to be about $3,000 or $4,000 to fix that. And it's so funny because I don't want to spend $3,000 or $4,000 on a car repair, but that felt like the least of my troubles. I wanted to get on the road. I wanted to go through with this trip. I just had my heart set on it. But, the work that was done on it was like $500, which was better than $4,000. And I got it back in one day. He really rushed the job because he knew I was leaving. He said he had to call like 5 places before he found the part. And he said, when I finally found the part, he was like, I didn't have time to go get it. He says, I called my father And my father went and got it and picked it up for me because I guess it wasn't close by. And then the father brought it to the shop and then he put it in. So that was nice, huh? People are good. So all ended well. And if I was delayed, that's just the way it goes. You know, I refuse to get all twisted up about things because it's never worth it. Because you're either all twisted up about something that never even happens anyway, or you're all twisted up about something that you have no control over, or you're all twisted up about something that you can control, so control it and do it. You know? It's an easier way to live. That's all I'm saying. More pleasant. I'm going to go do another hour of driving. And I kind of get that feeling, like in the essence of me that there's a nap on my horizon. So I think I'll be napping. Plus I have a Zoom call scheduled at 3:30 with my friend in Scotland. So I'll be talking to her for a while. I always enjoy that. And then I'll find a park or someplace I can just sit my chair out and just enjoy the outdoors. I tell you, perfect weather. Sunny, not too hot, not too cold. Oh, absolute perfect. Maybe I'll drive that second hour before the day is over. And then I'll be right in that area tomorrow. You know. Who knows? Who knows what I'll do? But I have a lot of correspondence that I need to attend to. Emails, Facebook, comments on my channel. I got a lot of communications to work on today, so I'll do some of that today. It's time consuming, but I enjoy it. So it could be by the end of today, I will be in Pennsylvania. Maybe even driving in 1 hour today, maybe I'll be in Pennsylvania. I don't know where the heck one state ends and one begins. I don't look at maps. I don't figure it out. I just put the GPS on, so it's like, take me there. So thanks for joining me for lunch, because I felt like a little company. That's a little perk of having a YouTube channel. You can have company whenever you want, because when I sit here and talk to the camera, when I'm all by myself, I know I'm talking to you. And I feel like the community of people that watch me are with me right now. This is how it feels. Kind of silly, huh? Is that silly? It's kind of silly, but it's true. Bye for now.